Hello, Bloodies. Thank you for visiting the crypt, or office, of the Dead and Laughing Show, where the collection of stories is growing almost every night by souls just like yours. I'm glad to have you here as we delve into tales of the unexplainable and the unbelievable. Verses of shadows and specters, witches and weirdos. Did you hear that? Don't worry. Pay no mind to the entity in your area. It likes to wait until you're all alone. Now grab your cuddle corpse and say a prayer that you don't live in these moments. Welcome to Live with the Afterlife. And that's done with the blackout. Oh, hello, Bloodies. Happy you came by. I have to say, you're a little late. You were scheduled for an earlier appointment. But glad you're here nonetheless. Actually, you caught me in the middle of designing a pinup. These are, I don't know why, they're easy to do. Sometimes they are incredibly aggravating. You can get the poses right. But when you push through, it actually comes out really fucking good. I mean, I enjoy them. Hopefully you can see it. And if you enjoy it, thank you. And you're welcome. But today has nothing to do with that. Today's story actually comes from my hometown. LA, Los Angeles, city of fallen fucking angels. And it actually does take place in an area, well, I'm not even sure if it's the same area I used to live in. I know it's the same saying, like, oh, I live right outside this location, so I don't know, maybe not. We'll find out. Hopefully you're in for a little spooky story. Because this one sounds like a trip. I've heard stories like this, moments, and I've felt moments like this. Because if you lived in a tall building and you go anywhere near this location, depending if you're alone, hell, sometimes even if you're not alone, you fucking it just, yeah, it's, some places just feel unsettling, other places don't. So yeah. This one is called I Fucking Hate the Stairway in My Building. So starts. Hello. It's just a quick story about the stairway in my building. I want to make it clear, it does have an elevator. But sometimes I miss the elevator. Sometimes it might be packed. Sometimes it just has that one person that smells like ass. Then again, not everybody does. Some days I just feel like walking. With this building that I live in, I don't always feel like walking down those steps. Some days I feel like just leaving the building. Mainly because of this. Secondly, it's not a good area. I swear I heard something. Something just tapped the blinds are moving. Where was I? Oh. Sometimes I feel like just leaving the building. This started same day I moved in. It's been happening ever since. When I first moved in, I didn't think anything about it. I just thought, maybe I might be losing my mind. Maybe I'm just tired. After all, moving your stuff up and down, it can be just, too much. Since I live on the 5th floor, my friends who helped me move, even my brother who helped me move, were just tired. They all had the same feeling. We were talking about it later on that night, after we were done. As if we had somebody staring at us. Only when we were in the stairway. Only in the stairway, we felt like somebody was looking at us as we were coming up the stairs. It was different when we were going down the stairs every time. And my friends and my brother agreed that when we were going down the stairs, well, the ones who were forced to go down the stairs, since my friends thought it was funny to just make us miss the elevator, we had to run down the steps and, being like dumb kids, like, okay, we'll race. We'll see who gets there first, fuckers. I added the middle finger. But being like kids, we would race, see who gets there first. We noticed the feeling going down the steps that we kept hearing an extra set of footsteps. It was echoey. That's one thing. It was echoey. Very quiet. And as we were running down the steps, you could just hear it echo, but you could hear the steps from above us as we were going down, following. So it was fun. Oh, yeah. As we ran, we didn't think anything about it at first, except for my friend started telling me after we were fucking around like that on the 3rd time, and he must be tired, on the 3rd time, that doesn't it sound like there's somebody else? What do you mean? It sounds like there's somebody else. Where? In the stairway. When we run down the steps, just doing that stupid shit. It sounds like there's somebody else running down the steps with us, doesn't it? When they brought it up, I thought, I'm not going crazy. I actually hear this too. So, I agreed. Yeah, I do hear it. I thought it was just me. No, I've been hearing it too. And then all of us were saying it eventually that, oh yeah, I mean, I thought I was going crazy. I thought it was just me. So we all started talking about it. I've been living here for a couple of years already. And my neighbors have said the same thing. When I go to the laundry room downstairs in the garage, they say the same thing whenever I bring it up. Like, hey, do you ever get a weird feeling in the stairway? Yeah, I do. Everybody says they do. Every single person who goes down the stairs says the same thing. A couple of them even said, that's why I don't take the stairs. I did it a couple times and that's it. Going up the stairs, it feels like somebody's staring at me. Coming down the stairs, it feels like somebody's chasing me. I told him I feel the exact same way, but sometimes I can't wait for the elevator. Like, yeah, that's understandable. I still have that feeling. When I'm going up the stairs, it just feels like somebody's waiting for me. Staring. Watching. I've done this a couple of times where I go into the stairway and I start heading downstairs. I start walking at first. When I pass my floor and get halfway to the next, down one flight of stairs, I start hearing the extra footsteps. I make my way to the actual next floor and I can hear them going. When I get to the next floor and I stop, I can hear them going a little bit more, a couple of more steps, and then stopping. I looked. There was nobody. I ran upstairs thinking, I'm gonna get them. Whoever the fuck this is, I'm gonna get them. These little fucking kids, whoever the fuck it is. There's nobody in the stairway. Every single time I've done that. Every time I've run up the steps, I don't hear any excess steps. I don't hear anything further besides my own steps echoing in the stairway. Then I start going down the stairs. As I go a little bit further, I start hearing it again. Finally, after multiple years of dealing with it, I just said, fuck it. I keep hearing it. I'm not going to change it. Talk to the neighbors. They hear it too. A couple of times they've even said that they've done the same thing. When they're running down the steps, it feels like somebody's chasing them. They stop. Dead stop. Don't move. And they still hear boop, 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 boop. Like it's getting closer to them. They freak the fuck out and start running the fuck downstairs. Or they leave the stairway and get off in that floor and they wait for the elevator. They would rather do that than take the stairway down. One day I did that. I went into the stairway. I missed the elevator. So, figured I'm in a rush. I gotta hurry. I started running. I didn't hear anything until I made it to the very next floor, and then I heard rapid footsteps approaching. I stopped as I hit the floor, and I heard them coming, so I ran. I felt a fight or flight reflex, and I ran. I ran faster than I ever did. I almost fell down the stairs. When I reached the bottom, I opened the door, and I looked back, and I heard the steps go 3 more down and then stop. I looked. I was out of air. As I looked, there was no one around. No one in the stairway. I saw somebody go up to the elevator as I left the stairway, and they told me, "Happened to you too, huh?" Like, what? It happened to you too, huh? That always happens. That's why I don't take the stairs. I just shook my head and went, alright, and just left. I left. I went to my car, got in, and I had to hurry the hell up. Does this happen to anybody else? Does anybody else go through this? I'm just wondering, because this is my first time living in an apartment, in a building like this. I grew up in a home, in a 2-story house, and none of this happened. This is the first time I'm experiencing anything like this. Everybody here in this building knows about that, but I just don't feel comforted. I still take the stairs, even though I hate to. That's where it ends. What the hell? Well, you know what? I can relate. I can relate to that, because that has happened to me and my brothers, and we did find out our neighbors went through the same thing. Not to your extent. Not to where when you stop, you fucking hear them just boop, 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 still coming after you. I did experience something like that where the building we lived in was pretty old. I'm not exactly sure how old. We lived outside of West Hollywood. And that one, whenever we went down the stairs, me and my brother, we used to fuck around. We used to run down the steps, try to race each other up the stairs, try to jump as far as we could off the stairs. I mean, I grew up in apartments, so that was pretty much the norm for us. Whenever it was stairways, we would run up and down and just try to jump further down or try to jump further up and eat shit in the process. So, we did hear that before in our building as well. Where when we ran down the steps, we heard an extra set of footsteps. Well, we were on the top floor, and what was above us would only be the roof. And it didn't, nobody could get up there. We tried to get up there. It was locked. That shit was locked. So there was no way to get up there. I think only the janitors had the key. The last thing I heard of it. Other than that, I have no fucking clue. But yeah, as we started running down the steps, we heard the same thing. We heard what sounded like somebody running behind us, and a couple times we freaked the fuck out. And we would jump out on the second floor, and we would just wait. And we would look, there would be nobody there. It was, you know what, thinking about it now, it was eerie, because we barely seen anybody ever in that apartment building. We only seen, at the time, my uncle lived in the same building, so we only seen my uncle and 2 neighbors. Out of multiple floors, nobody else. Well, besides the manager, yeah, so that's it. Nobody else. It was just eerily quiet all the time. Like, even though they had their windows open towards the middle of the building, which odd shaped, smaller building, we weren't able to really smell all their food. It was just fucking, it was a weird place. I'm not gonna lie, it was a weird fucking spot. And we would jump out, and we would wait, and we would hear just the echo from our steps. That was it. As soon as we got out, it stopped. As soon as we stopped, it stopped. And we were just thinking, it's probably just us. We're probably just hearing just the feedback, whatever the fuck. Shit. Probably just hearing like the sound waves just coming back to us, and we're thinking that. That's not exactly how we worded it then. As we got a little older, we were talking about it and we thought about it that way. But maybe we heard the sound reverberating back to us and we took it as extra steps. But really, we all remembered as we ran down the steps, you could hear your own steps. And then above, you could hear actually on the concrete steps, just boop, 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 boop. Just that certain sound. If you know what the fuck I'm talking about, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Where you hear just ding, 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 ding going down those steps. And we always used to run down those fucking steps, freak the fuck out. And we enjoyed it. We thought it was fun. It was creepy. We were creeped out multiple times, especially on the bottom floor, ground floor, because there was like an open space down there. And a couple of times the lights would be blown out, so the last floor, it would be dark. And we, kids, you start overreacting to everything. So we ran down there thinking there's going to be somebody going to grab us or some creature or some shit. There was nothing there, besides one time, I think my brother did that. Somebody, what was it? I think it was my brother. He scared the shit out of us because he was hiding right there. He goes, nah! Like, oh shit! Freaking the fuck out. I think we had to get laundry. So I know the feeling. And I've heard that before from other people who were living in larger buildings and they had to take the stairs. Not every single person, but a lot of them have gone through that where it's like, yeah, I'm running down the steps and then I hear boop, 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 and it feels like somebody's chasing me. And you get that feeling like, oh shit, somebody's behind me, and you get the fuck out of there. Whether or not you get out on this floor, whatever the fuck, or you go all the way down. So yeah, I know that experience. I don't know what the fuck that could be. I don't know what could cause that to happen. All I know is whatever the fuck is doing it, you're an asshole. Scared a lot of people. Actually, I remember one day it scared my grandma so much, she almost fell down the stairs. Later on in life, she actually did fall downstairs, but that was funny. Kind of. After, it was funny. But when she said, like, okay, just gonna say it this way, my grandma looked at us, went, I don't remember exactly what she said. I remember part of it. I remember her saying, like, chingao, somebody's coming down the fucking steps, are running behind me, and she started speaking Spanish, fucking crazy. And then my mom was telling her, there's nobody in the stairway. Why are you fucking... And my grandma's response, Cabrona, there's somebody in the fucking stairs. And my mom was like, hey, go check the stairs. Sending her fucking kids to go check the stairs. We checked, there was nobody. But my grandma was like, I ran down those fucking stairs. I thought somebody was behind me. I almost fucking fell down the steps. The fucking last ones. I almost fell. She was pissed. But she was freaking the fuck out. Hearing my grandma curse like that just sounded fucking funny because she looked like this innocent little old lady. Oh, no bullshit. She looked like a little cartoon. A little holding her purse like that. Skirt way the fuck up to here. And then just hearing her just lose her shit was just fucking hilarious. We didn't do that to her all the time. But whenever she did lose her shit, it was fucking hilarious. Ugh. Never thought somebody that sweet could lose their goddamn mind. Oh, fucking shit. You know what? Since I did bring up about her falling down the steps, I'll clear it up right now. When she fell down the stairs, we were fucking terrified. Because all we heard... We were living upstairs in an apartment, as I said. I grew up in apartments, so, yeah. She left. She was doing her daily thing where she always went to the mall, went for a walk, went wherever the fuck she wanted to, went to go watch a movie. And she left. She was like, alright, I'll be back. Well, okay, bye, Grandma. She walked out. And all we heard was boop, 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 boop. And then we heard her start going down the steps. 2, 3, 4, and then when we heard just boop, 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 we're like, what the fuck? So we ran out thinking, holy shit, Grandma's dead. She wasn't dead. The crazy part was she was more than halfway down the steps and her leg was through the bars. She didn't break it. She scraped the fuck out of her leg, though. And she was laughing. Fucking hysterically. And we were worried. We were worried to the point where we were like, holy shit, Grandma's fucking dying. Like, she's laughing. What the fuck does that mean? And we checked on her. We helped her up. And she's like, I'm okay. I fell down the steps. I put my leg through the bars to stop me. I tried to, and... my leg fucking hurts. I can't believe I fell down the steps. And then she started laughing. And we were just like, are you okay? Are you okay, Grandma? Like, I'll be fine. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna go up to my room. I wanna just help me up the steps. My leg hurts. Helped her up the steps. And we were just like, how the fuck did you fall? She started making jokes about it. We started laughing. Next thing you know, the devil comes home and we tell her and she thinks my mom's dead, and we were laughing our asses off and she got mad. We understood why she got mad. We explained it after what happened, and that she's in her room, she's just relaxing. So her pissed off went to the room, checked on my grandma tells her. They both start cackling like a couple of fucking hyenas, just laughing. Like, how the fuck did you do that? I don't know. I was just walking down the steps. That's all I was doing, just walking down the steps. And then I fell. That was her reason. That was her reasoning. I fell. Like, what the fuck? Oh, fuck. I still remember that vividly. Just hearing, okay, I'll be back. Boop, boop, boop. Ah! Boop, 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 boop. And then just the laughter. Fucking laughing. Holy shit. I think I told her, I told her the Ghoulie Julie. She actually met my grandmother. And when she found that out, she was laughing her ass off. She felt bad for laughing. We didn't, which kind of says something about us. But she felt bad for laughing, and my grandma told me, it's okay, I'm okay, it's gone. The wound is gone, I'm okay. It hurt, but I'm alive, and we were just, motherfucker, we were just laughing. We're like, okay, grandma's okay. Grandma's good. Oh, and she wasn't like, oh, grandma's in her late 60s, early 70s. No, my grandma was 80 she was 83. We were surprised that happened, and she was perfectly fine. Nothing broken. Just scraped shin, and that's it. She cleaned it herself, and she was fine. Nothing else happened. For being an 83-year-old diabetic, holy fuck. She was perfectly A-okay. Oh, man. Hopefully you enjoyed my little babble laughter. I said babble laughter. My babbling after. There you go. That's when it comes down to the story, dude, you're not the only one going through that. I mean, as I've said, I've been through that. I know the experience. And I know people who have gone through the same experience. So you're good. That's just fucking weird. It is weird. It is creepy. And my only advice to you is, if you can't handle going down the steps and being a little freaked out, take the elevator. Just wait. Just wait. It's not going to take that long. You'll be good. Unless you're extremely late for work, or maybe your kid's being born, or somebody's dying. Then you roll down the steps and you take your lumps. Just don't die. Just run. You'll be okay. But I do understand that it is creepy to hear that, to feel that, because we had the same issue. We had the same thing. Why am I laughing so much at the end? I'm fucked up. I keep thinking about that day because it was fucking hilarious. My grandma's response, like, ah, fuck, I can't believe I fell. Oh, fuck. Grandma was a trooper. She was fucking crazy. Miss that old bird. With all that said, I hope that you enjoyed this, buddies. If you have your own story, make sure you send it in a DM. Make sure you let me know, and don't worry about it showing up in here in my book. It will. Don't know how. This book was a gift and already pre-hexed, so it already knows what's gonna happen. As soon as you send it through, somehow it fucking knows. So make sure you send it through. Make sure you send a DM through Instagram. Make sure you follow. Make sure that's the only way you keep up to date with every fucking thing Dead and Laughing related, including scary stories, live interviews, merch, which we still have merch on Threadless. Yeah, merch on Threadless right now. Oh, comic strips on TikTok. There should be a new one added. Should be. They're gonna be small ones because, like I said before, I'm working on a comic book, my own story, my own creation, and I've had the idea for multiple years already. Fuck, how long? 6-7 years? I wrote the first draft. I even penciled it all out. It looks sloppy, and I'm just redoing that because this story actually, it looks good, it flows good. It's gonna have a lot of death, vulgarity, sex, and some points of it are gonna be a little hard to take. You know what I mean? Sensitive subjects. But it's not just for it's there because it's there. It'll have a meaning, and it affects the people in the stories. It affects the people in the story. Sorry. For that, make sure you follow all those links. Make sure you do all that shit. Oh, as for gameplay, remember, Crude the Corpse is only for gaming. The Dead and Laughing show is going to be only live with the Afterlife and interviews. So if you want to see the gaming, see me get my ass handed to me, lose my shit, or you just enjoy hearing me babble out of my ass about not dying, running around, or just generally having a fucking good time or bad time, yeah. Go over there, check it out. I do it live Twitch streams, so make sure you follow on Instagram for that one. So that way you can actually watch live. And I do interact. There was one time I seen it after the person left, where they're like, "Hey, hi." Sorry. Sorry. I didn't look. I was getting my ass handed to me. And I think that's about it, bloodies. Bye.